All right, perfect. So we're logged in,
Right.
obviously, as
Mm-hmm.
an editor here. So you should see all the same options in your account because it's the same level. So, we kind of covered the different areas. We have your different sections built out based on your business model, which is nice because it kind of keeps it, you know, you get better context, right? Products, destinations, attractions, pages, and posts. So
Okay.
blog posts. I'm just going to click in here. And there's on this page, the overview of all the posts.
Okay.
There's a nice little feature here that I always like to touch on. It's called the quick edit. So you don't have to open up the whole thing. If you click on quick edit right there, you see it?
Yeah.
It'll give you the option to kind of change the categories around right here.
Okay.
Or if you want to quickly unpublish something, like you found something, you don't like it, I don't know, you can put it in draft mode and it'll take it off the live website.
Okay.
Which is nice. And then, sometimes blogs will be in multiple categories and that's okay.
Okay.
So the whole thing is,
Okay.
when you're writing blogs, you want them to show up on as many categories as you want. So
Okay.
we might be able to clean up some of these categories. Oops, I just clicked because I don't know if we're using all of them anymore. But yeah, so where those go, and that's quick edit, and then always click update when you're done.
Right. If it crosses over, if the blog crosses over to multiple categories.
Yeah, you can even update the title here.
Title.
Just a few things.
Okay. That's pre-existing. Gotcha.
Yeah, that's the quick edit feature right there. So
okay.
Looking at a blog itself, so I'm clicking edit. So this is kind of, I would say, the most intricate part of your site because it allows you to control the layout on the front end. Mm-hmm. So even though this might look a little overwhelming, what's nice about it is that all these different widget areas will stack on mobile.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So that's why you get a nice mobile view, is because we're building it in this rows and columns.
Right.
Set, right.
As we go.
So you don't even really have to concern yourself with the mobile site. Make it look really good on desktop, and you get mobile for free because everything will just stack.
Right.
So, just focus on making a nice, enriched layout on the desktop. So one of the things I like to do is open the blog in another tab. So, usually just click on that link, open it in a new tab, and then you can kind of quickly, go back and forth. So you get the front end, you get the back end.
Okay.
Right? So we got a bunch of rows here, right? This little handle at the top right of the row, you can actually drag and move rows around. So if you want to move something down or move, change the order of the sections, you can do that with that drag tool.
Okay.
If you click on the little wrench tool on a row, it'll give you the ability to add more columns or take columns away, right? So you can have 3 column sections, 2 column sections, 1 column. You usually don't want to do any more than 3 because then it gets all squished.
Okay.
2 column is really the name of the game. And then always when you have this editor open, you're going to click done at the bottom right. And then to save your work, update.
Okay.
Over there on the right side. Okay. So even though you might have edited a widget, you're going to click done and then update the whole page. And it'll kind of save your work. So, that's good. There's an autosave feature running in the back end, but I update a lot. I click update. If I'm building a page out, I'll usually click update 4 or 5 times just to make sure I don't have to redo anything.
Right.
Right.
No, I know.
It's a force of habit. I don't even realize I'm doing it anymore, but
okay. Yeah. So you suggesting that I go through like a blog and when I'm writing a new one, kind of use this as a template?
So what you can do, what I would say is do the first one and just build it from scratch, because that's really going to put you through the gauntlet. You'll learn fast.
Okay.
But the shortcut is when you go to add new post.
Yeah.
Right. So you just got a blank canvas. It's a new post. Punch the title in.
Right. Now what do I do?
So you see there's these tabs here, visual, code, and page builder. Page builder is what we want.
Okay, are those widgets? Are those widgets, Stephen? Those little tabs across the top there?
These are just the tabs that allow you to go into the page builder. Once you click on the page builder, you're going to get this add a widget row or pre-built layout. So if you click on add a widget, it'll launch the widget. So you always have this add widget here at the top left of the page builder. You have add row. I actually never use the layouts one. I mean, if I'm cloning something, I will, but I rarely hit that button. It's always add widget, add row. Right. So if I just click on, let's add a row.
There we go.
There's 2 columns, insert. So now I got a 2-column row.
And now one I can make a picture and one I can make words.
Yeah. So let's do a picture on the left. You click on that space.
And
then add widget.
Okay, you did add widget.
Yeah, add widget.
All right.
And then there's a ton of widgets.
I know. Not ready. Not ready for
it is too many, but it's cool. You can start to play with them and add more. But the 2 that we use, when you see the blue ones, the image. I'll usually start typing image. Like there's a little search box up here at the top left. I usually just start to type what widget I want. You can search, and then the SiteOrigin image. SiteOrigin is the name of the page builder, FYI. That's the plugin. But it's a really good one. It's really lightweight. I've been using it for over 10 years. I have it on over 200 sites, and it just loads fast. And it lets you do what you need to do, and doesn't have a lot of extra. Even though there are a lot of widgets, but it's still very lightweight. So looking at the SiteOrigin image widget right now, where you see choose media, you click on that and you can add something from your computer, or if it's already uploaded, you can try to find it in your media library, which has 382 things in it already. We've uploaded 382 images. Wow.
Yeah.
That's impressive. I was expecting like 100. But yeah, most of the time you'll just be uploading from your computer,
Yeah,
yeah, so once you put an image in there, I'll just drop one in. There's some other little options here. If you want to put a little title, you can put the title. You can align it left, right, center. And you can play around with these things, but usually when you just put it in there, it'll look all right. If something looks off, then I'd say come back and look at these different options.
So I could just copy paste it in there, but if I want to really detail the paragraph, these are options to highlight
the image. Yeah. So if you put a title, that's a nice one to do. It gives a little caption under the image. So I saved that, and now I'm gonna I'm gonna click publish because this is a new post. I'll take it down when we're done. I didn't put a title. That's okay. Just test. So you got your title here. You got your body with your page builder. And then in order to get it to show up on those pages, you're going to want to pick the category over on the
So do go under wellness, put under well-being.
Well-being.
And update. And is there anything other links below that I add to it, Stephen?
So those are the 3 main things: the title, the content, the category.
And what else?
The category.
And category. Title, content, category.
Title, content, category. So by default, we have this SEO section that will take your title, take your content, and it will do fundamental SEO things. You can update it if you want. And this right here is showing you what it's going to look like when it shows up in Google. So it's giving you a preview of what it'll look like, and you can update the title to make it a little more enticing. That's what this section is for. So you have the capability to do that, which is nice. So you can control your SEO metadata, it's called. So when we're doing content marketing as part of our, blog content marketing campaigns for SEO, we're always setting an explicit title to kind of draw someone in. You know, if it shows up on Google and there's 5 different pages, what's going to make yours stand out?
Sure. Yeah.
So that's what this section is for. It's gonna do it based on what you plug into the title, based on what your content is. It's gonna there's something there. It's not like you have to do it. But if you want to explicitly set something, like you feel like there's a better title that could be there,
yeah,
you have that capability.
Okay.
So let's look at let's see. Update. What do you do? The toilet seat, that's the picture I picked. Nice.
Nice.
But you can see where I put here's a title.
Yeah, but where did it show up? Did it show up under wellness?
Oh, so let's go to the blogs.
Yeah.
So that's just looking at it individually, right?
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So here it is, test. Now you see how there's a big blank space?
Yes.
So that's the featured image. So there's actually 4 important parts, not 3. I was wrong. The 4th part is the featured image. So if you're doing really cool like Canva graphics, that'd be what you want. Like if you do a specific Canva graphic for this blog, you want that to be the featured image, because what happens is when that blog gets shared, that's the picture that will show up on Facebook or whatever.
Okay. Right? Yeah. Sure.
Yeah. So the featured image, like I'll just pick this one. Set featured image. You'll see it show up there.
Okay.
And then update. So I'll go back to our blogs page and refresh it, and voila.
Okay.
Featured image.
So you gotta put the feature.
Yeah. So the featured image is important because it's the main image for the blog when it shows up on the blogs page in that section. And if the blog gets shared, that'll show up on social media. It also shows up on Google.
Mm-hmm.
So, hence the title, featured image, right?
Right. And it's better to do like homemade art like from Canva, or to put my images up there than to put something off of like Shutterstock.
Listen, if you have the license for it, you can use Shutterstock. It doesn't really matter as long as you as long as that's, your image, you have the rights or whatever it may be.
So as long as you have the rights, then if it picks up, it picks up. It doesn't matter if it's your It's
your prerogative, So
I wasn't sure if like somehow the Google knows that it's a homemade.
I mean, it's probably better to have an original image. Yeah.
Sure.
But
it doesn't penalize you or anything.
No, I don't. It's not a huge factor.
Gotcha.
It's nothing I would focus on.
Right.
But yeah, and just kind of explore around, and there's a lot of different little areas when it comes to the widgets, like full width, bound. Usually that's checked by default. But a lot of times I'll click on full width.
Okay.
For the image, because then that makes it fill that 50% column. It usually makes the layout a little cleaner.
Okay.
So that's when I click very often. Image shape, that's a new thing. I never use this, but you can actually kind of have cool shapes and stuff, which is interesting. You might find some of these kind of fitting, like hexagon or pentagon. Those might look kind of cool throughout the blogs.
Mm-hmm.
Depending
if you're making like bulletin points, are you saying that's when you would throw in a shape?
Well, so the shape this is just for image. This is just
just for image.
Yeah, we're still on the image widget here.
Okay.
So looking at, let's go on the other side and add an editor, content editor widget. And this is where you get bullet points and all that. So So if I wanted to do a list,
Mm-hmm.
I could type it all out in lines and then select it all and then hit the bullet list.
Right.
Yeah. So pretty standard word processor, just simple. You can do a line left, a line right, a line center. And then one of the important things here is the hyperlinks. If you're talking about something that you have a product for,
right,
you're going to want to link it. So
sure.
you do that by highlighting and then clicking the link icon.
Okay.
Right. And when you click on that, you can actually start to type the name of the product. And if you have it obviously already there,
nice,
it'll pull it. So then you don't have, yeah, and that is very handy. You don't have to worry about grabbing the URL. And the important thing is if you went back and changed the title of that product in the future,
yeah,
it's going to update the link over here.
Oh, awesome. I was going to ask you about that because I noticed one thing in my shop, the link's no more active. So if I go in and change that one, will it change? So you're saying it's going to go and change everything else?
I mean, just in relation to the website, you know, if one of your products, like your affiliate links change, that's different. Yeah. This is just internal linking. So if we wanted to tie a link to a product that you have on your website.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what this is for.
Yeah. So say like that vest you just chose, say that link is no more active and I went in and I changed the link. It's going to change it on every blog on my website.
Yeah. So if you go under products.
Yep.
And then you update it here.
Yep.
Like the title. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It'll make sure it's connected still.
Oh, awesome. That's cool.
So it helps you out there.
Mm-hmm.
It helps prevent links from breaking.
Yeah. Cool.
So let's update that and look at it.
Okay.
All right. So hello. And then yeah, links to it. So, you know, that's kind of a basic layout, 2-column image on one side, text on the other side. So when I'm building layouts from scratch, I'll usually make the first row and then you can duplicate rows. I do this every day. So if you hover over the wrench, there's an option that says duplicate row. You see that?
Right.
And I'll usually just duplicate like 4 or 5 of them.
Okay.
And so I already got an image widget and an editor widget on every row. So in order to kind of alternate the layout, I'll drag and drop and swap every other one.
Okay.
Right. So now we have alternating left, right.
Right.
And then we'll go in and edit all the widgets. That's really the fastest way to do it, I feel like.
Okay, cool. Nice.
All right. So if I updated this.
You do that again, Steven. Sorry. It's like one more time. So you go to the wrench there and then you duplicate it.
Duplicate the row. Yeah.
Yeah. And then you do it a couple of times. And then all you do is click on one and you could swap it over, drag and drop.
You can drag and drop widgets anywhere.
Anywhere. Anywhere.
Other rows. Yeah. You can move the widgets all around.
All right. And then the 2 that you chose was SiteOrigin image and then SiteOrigin editor. One's for text and one's for images.
Mm-hmm. So I just updated this. So let's check it out.
Okay.
All right. There we go.
There we go.
So now we have a kind of basic structure. And then go in and start swapping content,
So you would do the structure and now I would go in and change all the pictures and stuff. So you have the structure first, then build it out.
That's just my workflow. I mean, is
that how you like to?
That's how I like to do it, just because I must have built 5,000 internal pages by now. So just to kind of flesh it out real fast.
Yeah, that's how you see it.
And then I'll go in, like I'll have all the images ready in a folder. And then I'll actually go in sometimes I even go into the media library first, which is over here on the right or the left. I think the weed killer's getting to me. Just had to spray a bunch of stuff down because they're putting a fence in next door.
Oh.
I was like, breathing it in. That stuff is gnarly.
Toxic.
Yeah. So a lot of times I'll go to the media library. Like I'll have all the images ready, and then go to the media library and just upload all of them at once. So they're there. So they're already there. And then I'll start making the blog. So there's definitely like you start to get little shortcuts and things going, but there's a little learning curve, but it's pretty straightforward.
Yeah, no, it's like I could take it in bite sizes. So I'm ready to get up to.
Yeah, like I said, this is definitely the most complex thing you're going to have to do. So
yeah,
beyond that, we have everything broken out nicely with the products. So if you do,
I know how to put I understand the products.
Yeah, those are pretty simple.
They came out pretty good. And then just so once it goes up, so we did post there, and I don't like it. How do I get it down?
So looking at let's just take down the one test that I did.
Yeah.
Got too many tabs going on here. So your publishing options in the top right, like right where your update button is.
Yep. Or trash.
You can move it. You can throw it out right there, or if you want to, hang on to it and just redo it down the road.
Yeah.
You can change the publishing settings, the status. You can just make it a draft.
Okay, and that means I could work on it and come back to it whenever I want.
Yep.
Nice. And you could do that too. Open up a bunch of drafts, work on stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
It doesn't like.
I think that's commonly what people do.
Okay.
Is they'll work on, drafts. So now it's gone. I deleted it.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's trying to load the page. It says, oh no. So that blog has been deleted. And there is even a trash bin too, if you kind of realize you screwed up.
Oh, is there? And if you throw something else that you want to retrieve, how do you find that?
So if you go to all posts.
Okay.
On the back end, and then up here at the top, you see the trash.
Yeah.
There's one in there. That's going to be the test we just did.
The trash.
Yep. So you can
got a little leeway.
Yeah. So there's a little bit in some cases, after a certain amount of time, it might delete them, but And
then how do you just click on it, Stephen? It comes. You could bring it back. Restore. There you go. Okay.
Yeah, but I wouldn't rely on that. That's like the recycle bin on the computer.
Right. Sure.
Like if anything, just leave it in draft mode. But yeah, I mean that's a pretty good crash course there on the content builder and layout stuff.
All right.
I might have to use this video for other people if that's okay. It was a good Q&A,
Yeah.
You ask all the right.
No, I'm like at this stage. I feel like I could start putting blogs in there. I don't really have any other questions come to mind right now, Stephen. That's about it with the blogs. That sounds pretty pretty much.
Yeah. There's a little learning curve, but after you do probably 3.
Yeah.
It'll be second.
And so, like you said, the widgets, there's many widgets which are different.
There's a lot of widgets. There's a lot of different kinds of widgets.
Yeah.
Looking at the widget dashboard.
Yeah.
The ones that I always use are the blue ones because those are by the page builder, and you can filter by SiteOrigin widgets over here on the left. So these are the good ones.
The blue ones, right?
Yeah, but one that I would say might come in handy for you are the accordion widget. Yeah. That one's pretty cool. That's what we used for your FAQ section. Where with
the question ask. That's the accordion one.
Yep. So this is the accordion, and you can put the title and the content, and have multiple items and delete them.
Okay.
So the accordion one is nice because you can kind of compact content, you know. So if you have like a blog that a Q&A would be good for, you can use an accordion for it.
Okay.
And then maybe the other one, the carousel's kind of interesting, but that usually is something you want to do full width. It's kind of case specific.
Carousel, you could put like just images though, right? People could just swipe through images.
Yeah. If you wanted to do kind of a gallery, image gallery, the carousel could work.
Like like one of my trips here, and I post a bunch of just a carousel on the blog. I could do that with that.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, you have a lot of really awesome imagery, so.
Thank you. Start adding more of it.
Yeah, so using the image carousel would be nice.
Okay.
But yeah, feel free to like kind of poke around, but there's a lot of options on these widgets. You don't really need to set all of them. There's all these layout options and different things.
And so that's it. From like if I write a blog on here and then I go on my Pinterest, I just put the link from here onto my Pinterest. So there's nothing over here that I need any settings from that end.
No, yeah, it's just that public link. So
yeah,
you know how to grab those
that way.
A lot of times I'll click on this link here.
Yeah.
And then just load the page on the front end, and then the link in the address bar, that's your link up there.
Right.
So
now the idea is as I add more of these, then organically I'll move up the Google search engine. Is that?
Yeah, I mean, that's the basic, that's a fundamental thing there. Yeah, but there's a lot to it. The site loading, how fast it loads, that's why we hard code the home page in a lot of cases, so it'll load faster.
Right.
But yeah, there's hundreds of factors when it comes to SEO and ranking, especially now with AI. There's a whole new landscape opening up with Google, Gemini, all that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.